Namaste. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Dear friends, when I started learning yoga, my first introduction was through from a brother, and he was actually doing with the help of a book written by uh, a famous yoga teacher during those days. I am talking about 1960s, one Mr. Tana Kumaraswamy. He was writing as a serial in one of the famous Tamil journal called Kalki, which later came as in a book form in the name of Arogya Rahasyam. And from his book, I also understood that he was having an institute somewhere in a place north of Chennai called Tiruvottriyur, very famous for a very important Shakti temple, and also because of the burial ground of one of the great Tamil Siddhar by name Pattinattar. And much later I came to know about another important place where yoga was taught. That was Yoga Brotherhood. It was situated in what was known as Express Estate. So that institute was having collaboration with one of the very famous yoga teacher during those days, Swami Kuvalayananda, and his institute, Kaivalya Dham, Lonawala. And later, Vivekananda Kendra in Triplicane, they had their own place. During all this time, I am sure that Krishnamacharya was also teaching. I was not sure whether he was having any kind of structured place, but later, after my association with Krishnamacharya Agamantram, I knew that he was teaching in his house in Gopalapuram to start with, and later they migrated to Raja Namalepuram. And maybe one or two more yoga places where yoga used to be taught. These were all the institutes where people had a lot of orientation, experience, and education, and dedication to yoga. And much later, even YMCA, Nandanam, a physical education college, by virtue of having a person who was trained in Kaivalya Dham, Dr.E.R.G Murthy happened to be serving there, introduced yoga as part of their curriculum. That's all. Now it's everywhere. Every street corner of Chennai, you have a yoga institute. And nobody knows who conducts, what is his background. You can see in all the local tabloids having advertisement of teaching yoga in karate school, in Kalaripaitru school, or even Bharatanatyam dance school, gymnasiums offering yoga. So it's all this proliferation of yoga school or induction, forceful induction of yoga as part of the curriculum in various other places. It's all mainly because our skewed understanding of yoga as a physical exercise and nothing beyond that. There are few schools, now there are too many shops. A lot of vendors have come into play now. I remember as a boy, uh, born and brought up in Triplicane, one of the very famous places in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. I was living in a street called Big Street. Uh, that street is still there. By name, it is very big street, but it is not a big street. There, just adjacent to our house, there was in the corner of that street, which is intersecting the another famous road known as Pike Road. There was a tea shop. The name of the shop was very, very famous to all the people living during those days. Velu Nair Tea Kadai, Velu Nair Tea Shop. And the quality of tea, there will be your tongue can feel the flavor of the tea. Your nose will be overpowered with that aroma. There will be milk, but there won't be a milkiness. There will be sweet, but it is not going to be harsh. It was they knew the science and art of making the tea. Now in the same big street, I think it should be more than 100 tea shops must be there. Every second house must be having one tea shop. But what is it we get over there? Now yoga has come to such a kind of mess. Instead of having an institutes for study, for research, for actual practice, now the yoga has become a kind of bhandar. It has become a very important place of selling. There are a lot of big timers now, they have developed multi-level marketing kind of system. But if all this thing is going to help in making people know the totality or the composite whole of this beautiful gift from India, then there is no problem. But if this trend is going to continue, well, the business may flourish because it is reported that several trillions of dollars are at stake in this business. But we will be seeing the death of yoga as a discipline. Namaste.